So I'll be welcoming the first facilitator just right about now. The first facilitator is Mr. John Olorunnope. He is the co-founder of LEP's International School. He is an entrepreneur, an instructional designer, is an education technology enabler, beg your pardon, a passionate Gen Z, I like that word, educator and training facilitator. He has spoken in different workshops, and he has transformed a lot of people, both local, international, and different speaking platforms. He has consulted for different organizations such as the Multi Lifesaver NGO that is owned by Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka in Enugu State, UNICEF, DFID, in different states like Jigawa, Kano, Bauchi, Sokoto, Yobe. He has handled a lot of projects from the Mercy Corps and training by Access Bank and even some other schools. He has worked in different capacities as a volunteer. He has worked on procurement, structuring organizations, schools, helping in ideation, upskilling of staff, financial management. He's an ardent supporter of educators, children with STEAM and soft skills. I mean, are you ready? This CV is all right. Can we join me as we make welcome Mr. John Olorunnope? Can we just drop in the chat box and welcome in? Let's welcome the TecherPedia. We are active people, so let me see us at the in the chat box welcoming our first speaker, Mr. John Olorunnope.
Good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world that you are joining us from. All right. Thank you so much, Debola, for the introduction and what you've done so far. All right. So I will dive into my presentation this morning so that we can have good value for our time. All right. So using artificial intelligence to enhance teaching is what I'm looking at this morning. All right, so many persons, especially in the educational field, people who have been experienced before now, have been hearing about artificial intelligence. So we just want to bring it down home for you and see how you can get so much value from it. All right, thank you. All right, so this training aims to address the SDG. All right, 2015, countries in the world gathered at the United Nations level and to, come up with goals that will help solve the problems of mankind or people across the world. And then they came up with 17 sustainable development goals, which are the SDGs. And this training tends to achieve 4 of these goals of the 17 goals. And we have the SDG 4, we have the SDG 8, and the SDG 9. The SDG 4 ensures the inclusive and equitable quality education for all. So take, for example, somebody in the rural area or in the South community. How do you want to get quality education to them? All right. So we want to see how we can use artificial intelligence to be able to achieve quality education for such kind of people, not to talk of people in the urban areas or the rural areas, right? So now this training also aims to address SDG 8. SDG 8 is the goal that addresses or promotes sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. All right, with artificial intelligence, you can create good economy. All right, so like in Nigeria, we have hardly scratched what artificial intelligence is, right? So with this, we can promote inclusivity, and then we can also promote how people can get decent job using artificial intelligence. So the SDG 9 also now, the goal SDG 9 focuses on building resilient infrastructure, promoting inclusive and sustainable industrialization. Take it from me this morning, AI has come to disrupt the system. And then there's going to be infrastructures. Already there are infrastructures that are built. Our other speaker will emphasize more on that on artificial intelligence. So AI has come to do this. So the second aim of this training this morning is how we as educators can discover new AI tools and strategies to be more productive. Most of the time, teachers say teaching work can be very stressful. True, all right, because you are building nations, all right. So how do you come about strategies that will help you to be more productive as a teacher, as an educator, right? And optimize student learning experience. The experiences of students must change, has to change, all right? Because the children in the last 10 years are different from the children we have now, right? So that's what this training aims to achieve. So my next slide. Now, I don't want to assume that everybody knows what artificial intelligence is, all right? So I don't want to assume that at all. And that's the reason why we're saying, okay, what is even artificial intelligence? Some people will be telling you AI, but you should have a clue if you're in this training of what artificial intelligence is. Artificial intelligence encompasses the development of computer systems capable of performing tasks that typically requires human intelligence. All right. We have this saying that man has not been able to scratch maybe more than 10% of his or her intelligence, right? And artificial intelligence now wants to do tasks, is doing tasks that will require human intelligence, such as learning from data, right? Recognizing patterns, making decisions. At this stage, we should be making decisions about how the educational sectors can be better. Artificial intelligence helps you be able to do that. All right. So that's what artificial intelligence is. We can also call it artificial intelligence giving superpowers to computers to do things that smart people do. All right. If you take, for example, someone like me, I'm currently based in the northern part of Nigeria, right? So if I want to employ someone to carry out some services for me, I may need to pay for the logistics of the person, all right? Pay for consultation fee and all that to get a smart person to fit into my digital space, right? But artificial intelligence helps you to do that with little amount or little of energy in splits of seconds or minutes. So it is giving superpowers to computers to do things that smart people will do, like learning from experiences and making decisions. AI computers helps them to do cool things that makes life or work easier. All right, so that's what artificial intelligence does. Now, I want to bring us to speed with what is currently happening, in Nigeria. Now, the Honorable Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy last month had strategic session with organizations that are into AI in Nigeria. And in that strategic session, just April last month, 2024, he said AI by nature is a tool to support productivity across different sectors. And Nigeria is a country that has always talked about diversification of economy. So the government of Nigeria is looking into how to use AI in the diversification of economy. So this is a unique opportunity for us to allow a technology that can help us to raise the level of productivity in agriculture, public health, education, and many others to the level that we truly want it to be. And that is what we are going to do. This is what the minister said last month. And then I'm glad that education is part of the sector he mentioned that is going to be harnessing or doing this. All right. So now the potential for AI is good to state this that is grossly untapped in Africa. In Africa is grossly untapped. And in this space where we have educators, we have in applying artificial intelligence to things, there are persons that build the AI or that can build the app, the technology people or technology experts. But to build something that will solve the problem of the educational sector, we need educationists or we need experienced teachers to be able to apply AI to the educational to change it for better. No any other professional can do this like the educators, right? So we need to know that. Now, there's going to be a poll right about now, and I would like to ask this question. Will AI replace teachers? All right. Will AI replace teachers? I need your answer so that we just drop this poll as much as quick as we can. So, will AI replace teachers? I need to get your opinion about this. All right. And then the other question is, will teachers be replaced because of AI? So just answer those questions as soon as you can. All right, I'm getting it now. Some are saying, will AI replace teachers? Some said yes, some said no. And then, will teachers be replaced because of AI? Some said no, some said maybe. All right, some said yes. All right, so, and I want to be sure that we are answering that. Okay, okay. 32 persons out of 47 have answered the one, and then 28 persons out of 33 have answered the two. All right, just keep it coming, keep it coming. For the first one, no is having it. And then the second one, no and yes, they are 35%. All right, keep it coming. Just in a number of seconds now, I'm going to stop this so that we can proceed. All right, any other person? Okay. So I'm going to stop the poll right about now. Okay, so that I can answer this. So I'm sharing the results. I don't know if you can see it. Hello? Are you with me? Are you seeing? Okay, okay, great. Right, so I have here the first poll. Will AI replace teachers? And then 73% of those who answered said no. And then 8% said yes, and 19% said maybe. But you are going to find out about that right about now. And then, will teachers be replaced because of AI? 36% said no. And then 30% said maybe. They are in between the yes or no. And then 33% said yes. All right. So let me answer this question now. Okay. So will AI replace teachers? The answer is no. And the reason why the answer is no is that as humans, we are created as soulish beings. All right. So we are emotional beings. We can relate. We would want to relate with other human beings. All right. So will AI replace teacher? No. That emotional part, artificial intelligence have not gotten to the part where it can bring the emotion into, how learning is being experienced, right? So we will always need the experience, the emotional part in our teaching environment. So AI will not replace teachers, right? So, but the second question, will teachers be replaced because of AI? The answer is yes. Teachers are going to be replaced because of artificial intelligence. All right. And the reason is simple. We are teaching digital natives, and the way development is going and everything is going in the world, teachers that will not be able to use artificial intelligence will be replaced by teachers who know how to use artificial intelligence. All right. So there will be more demand going forward for teachers that can use artificial intelligence, and there will be a lesser teachers who do not know how to use artificial intelligence may have to give way for teachers who know how to use artificial intelligence. You can't change a digital native if you are not digitally inclined. Right? Let me quickly share this by experience. I was traveling to Yobe State one time to do a work, and then on my way, I saw the Fulani herdsmen in the bush with their cattle. And then it was raining time, and I saw their small huts inside that on the road while passing. And I was like, how can a human being allow cattle to bring him or her to this kind of place. So, but I discovered that the people or the cattle are the ones that determine what the shepherd will have to adjust to, the Fulani men will have to adjust. All right. So, as educators, also, it is the students, the digital native, that will determine what we need to adjust to be able to give them the skill that they require for the future. Right. So, this is very right. So, I move to my next slide. All right. So, let me also say that the future of AI is big. And let's see that according to Gartner.com, by 2026, over 100 million humans will emerge, will engage robo colleagues, will engage robo colleagues to contribute to their work. By 2026, it's just in 2 years from now, over 100 million humans will engage robo colleagues to contribute to their work. All right. Then in 2020, AI eliminated 1.8 million jobs globally, but created 2.3 million new jobs. By 2025, there will be a job demand of 97 million people in AI-related industries. Right? So we need to take note of this as educators so that this can inform our decision to create a good space or environment for the students or the learners we are training. All right. There's also what is called in the future is being worked on currently, general artificial intelligence. All right. To be at it is created to be on par with human cognitive ability. Machines that will be able to exhibit common sense. It's being created. Machines that will be able to exhibit common sense. It's not normal for machines or computers to exhibit common sense. So a key attribute of human beings is common sense. When machines aren't able to rely on programming to answer questions or to do things. So this is what is going to happen. General AI is going to do that. Bernardma.com. You can find that information there. All right. The last but not the least is the general AI machines will be able to adapt as they encounter circumstances. They will be able to make decisions on the go without relying on variables of the logarithms programmed. They won't rely on that. As they are seeing the problem, they're going to be solving it and moving forward. That's what general AI machines are going to be doing in the future. This is the future of AI, right? Now, how will you harness AI as an educator? That's the next part. So let's see how we would harness it, make use of artificial intelligence as an educator. All right, so we have artificial intelligence will give us more time as teachers to focus on teaching, right? Sometimes the task that is before a teacher can be very big, all right? So artificial intelligence can help you create lesson notes that reduce your time in splits of seconds, can help you create lesson notes, can help you create lesson plan in splits of seconds. And for those of us, sometimes I listened to one UN man, I think last year, who said something that if you can go back to your university after you have graduated 10 years or 20 years, and you still see that what is inside what they are teaching, the curriculum, is still the same thing with what you were taught, then we are not making progress. All right? It's changing. So I know there are some lecturers in this room. With this, you can create new notes, you can create new lessons, with artificial intelligence in splits of seconds, in minutes, and then you have something big for your students. All right? So that's what artificial intelligence is going to do for us as educators, right? It will reduce our time, create more time. Also, with artificial intelligence, we can create compelling and engaging lessons. All right? We can create compelling and engaging lessons. The children of now need compelling and engaging lessons because they are called the option generation. All right? So when your lessons are not engaging and compelling enough, they switch. They are no longer listening to you because they have options of things to think about. All right. So you will have to, as educators, be able to create compelling and engaging lessons, and AI will help. Right. The next one is, let me quickly talk about the VAC model. The VAC model was designed, this is a model that's been since 1987, all right, if I can remember correctly. And VAC model is a model for learning, where we look at learners that uses visual to learn, audio to learn, or reading and writing to learn, or kinesthetic to learn. I did a little research and I discovered that the children in this generation best learn with visuals, with audio, and they have to move to be able to learn. Not the kind of classrooms we have in Africa that children are just static, sitting in one position. All right. If we are going to affect these children, AI will help you to create visual learning tools in split of seconds, all right, or in minutes, depending on the content you put into it. All right. The children also need audio, all right, to be able to learn. All right. I have an experience, for example, of children. Some students came together and discovered that their classmates were not understanding what they were taught. And they put that thing into song. And then after creating song on that topic, that most of the members of the class understood what that learning was all about in song. So there are students that will understand this in rap, in songs, in rhythms. They can learn through the audio, whether visual, audio, or kinesthetic. And AI is a very good tool if you have to create some of these lessons or content. All right, so that's about the VAC model. Now, the third one is artificial intelligence can be deployed to assess students. Sometimes you tell teachers, write your questions, give us questions. It takes them time, sometimes you even meet deadline. If you're an educator like that, AI can help you meet deadlines. All right. It can also be used to help learners solve problems. All right. And it can be used to help weak students. So, for example, you can get Abiola in your class that is not very good with mathematics. And then you can ask AI questions. How do I help Abiola? Putting in the right things or right information. AI can give you answers that will help you help Abiola. All right. So the other facilitator will go deeper with that. Tweak questions, create questions as fast as you can. AI will help us. All right. So that's that. And with AI, I would like to stop on this, that AI can make your way of teaching better. And then we'll see that AI can make your way of teaching better. Your learners' experience can be better, can make your learners experience you better. You teaching better, your learners can experience you better. It can help you to save energy, so you don't expend too much energy as an educator, and then you can be more productive. This is what AI, artificial intelligence, can do for us. All right. And I want to appreciate you for your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. John Olorunnope. This was so insightful. I mean, to know that, because I'm a teacher myself, to know that, okay, we will not be, I mean, we can't be replaced by AI, but we just need to, be in touch with what is going on and know how to use those AI tools. Thank you so much. So can we drop our comments to Mr. John Olorunnope? Let's know how the session was for you as we prepare to welcome the next facilitator. Can you share the document? At the end, towards the end, now let us know all the conditions and terms as regards that.